Joining us now, she was an historic year a year ago at Penn State, of course, hitting 422, which was the fourth best in program history, 65 hits, had a school record 23 doubles, first Penn State Nittany line over 50 RBIs in a season with 53. She was ranked in the top 100, ranked 79th best player in college softball, according to D1 Softball, top 10 DP utility player, second team All Big Ten a year ago. I think she could be better than that, personally. That's Brooke Klosowicz joining us here on In the Circle on D1 Softball, joining us here, powered by 643. How you doing?
Doing so good. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Well, your team's off to an exciting start. Let's start with this year's team. Talk about this balanced offense that you've got here that's so explosive. And, of course, a freshman who just got national recognition for winning National Freshman of the Week. And, of course, I speak of Allison Oneacre. But just talk about this offense as a whole.
Yeah, it's so awesome. I mean, obviously, after last season, we lost some big bats, losing like Maddie Gordon, Haley Brunson, Megan Ricks. Like, they were huge for us. So going into this year, we were really wanting to be like the most well-balanced team that we could, both offensively and defensively. And our newcomers have stepped up in such an incredible way. Like obviously we have Allison, we call her AO. So if I'm saying AO, that's Allison. She's just incredible, right? And then our other freshman, Kirsten Finarelli, also hitting awesome. Like she's always on base, always having these quality at bats. But I think what I've learned so far from this year is there's not one offensive player who just stands out. Like we hit as a team. Like if Allison isn't going to get on, then Kirsten will get on, right? So it's like not one person is just doing it for us. We're like such a good, well-rounded offense that no matter who you put in that lineup, like somebody's going to get the job done. And I think that's going to be a huge part of our success this year.
Let's talk about Allison. Of course, just won the D1 Softball National Freshman of the Week. She
Hmm.
won the NFCA, I believe, National Freshman of the Week. She's won a lot of awards. Actually, I've lost
Yeah.
track. She's won Big Ten Freshman of the Week. Speak of
Hmm.
her. What makes her such a great hitter and a great player so far?
She plays so freely. And I think that's a lot of our newcomers, a lot of our freshmen especially. I think coming into like the college softball, the collegiate level, the Power Four level, it's really hard. Like we do not play an easy sport, so that their mindsets coming into this season have been so good and they have learned and adapted so quickly. But Allison just is AO. I can't call her Allison. It's so weird. AO just does such a good job like playing for her team, playing for herself, and not really putting a bunch of expectation on their shoulder and not like holding a bunch of weight.
Have you taken a leadership role within the offense or the team in general? Let's just expand it to that as an either vocal leader or just a leader by example.
I mean, I try, but overall, I think the best thing I can do for my team is just like install confidence in them. And they install confidence within me, right? Like this past weekend, I was hitting after actually Kirsten and AO, and like seeing them get on and seeing them have these quality at bats is like instilling confidence in me. So I think we more do it for each other. And I don't try to be like, oh, they're looking at my numbers. Oh, they're looking at all my at bats. Oh, they're looking at this. Like, all I can try to do is just be a vocal leader, I guess, in the best way I can and hope that they feed into it. And I think they do. I think our offense is so incredible. Um, but I think it really is just like a whole team effort collectively.
You've got a healthy pitching staff this year, and I mean healthy. You got depth, and you got Bridget back. First of all, what's it been like having Bridget healthy and back?
It's been incredible. She has faced a lot of adversity this past year and a half, and I think her being back, she's so excited, she's so happy. And just seeing her back on the mound, it's like awesome. Like she is like she's softball Bridget and then like out of softball Bridget. It's so funny seeing like the mindset switch and like the lock-in that she has when she plays. So very exciting to have her back.
But she doesn't have to carry the load like she
Mm-mm.
did maybe a couple years ago when she was a freshman All-America. You got so many deep arms. Talk about this pitching staff as a whole, who you face in practice, and really giving all these different options for Coach Crowell.
Hmm. Yeah, our pitching staff is awesome. It's so great to have so much depth. And I think we have such a great mix of arms, right? We have speed, we have velocity, we have spin, we have lefties, we have righties. It's so awesome. And again, I'm gonna keep pounding on this. Like our freshmen and our newcomers are just showing out this year already, right? So McKenna Young, she was transfer from South Dakota, excuse me. And she is already just like shut it down, right? And then we have a pitcher, Mackenzie Duncan. She throws super high velo. She works quick in the like in that circle, and she does such a good job. So being able to like have that staff and then have like such an incredible defense behind them, like it makes us such a great, well-rounded team.
Is there a sense of excitement and confidence here? I mean, you went through a tough season last year as a team with all the injuries you had and everything like that. But now you got a pitching staff that's maybe the deepest in Penn State there Coach Crowell's had with Bridget healthy. The offense, now you have a balance of that offense pitching. Is there a sense of, hey, we can make a lot of noise and maybe get back to the regionals like in 24 and make some noise?
Oh yeah. Like since day one, we've been very excited. And I mean, obviously we have things to work on, and that's what kind of preseason is about, is kind of learning to work with each other in like a real game situation. I mean, I think fall ball is something, but it doesn't compare, right? I think every team can agree with that. But yes, we are very excited. I think we have such a talented team, and we have such an awesome group that is so bought into this program and this mission, which is yes, like we want to make it to postseason, like we want to excel in the postseason. And I think we are a very scary team, and we're gonna have a very fun Big Ten season.
Well, let's talk about you. I want to talk about last year when you broke out. And I think a lot of people now started taking notice of you. Just take me through what went into last season and went that breakthrough moment, maybe. I mean, I know you've always had confidence, but you really broke out and took your game to a different level. How did you do that last year?
I think we have really awesome coaches that installed confidence within myself. I think I played with girls my freshman year who just like are so talented, like Emily Maddock, Caitlin Morrison, Maddie Gordon, like seeing them play and like how they play, their mindset and all of that. And then when I had the opportunities to play, like using it and like really taking advantage of it. Um, but I think our coaching staff, like they do so much for us and buying into what they have to say and like all of the things they do as a staff. Like I think that has really helped me succeed.
I mentioned the numbers earlier. You broke a lot of school records last year. Is there one you have a favorite? Is there a favorite you have?
I don't think so. Honestly, I try not to even think about it because all I want to do is like win games. So whatever I can do to help my team win a game is what makes me excited.
All right, so you're gonna ignore me and Nick basically when we reference numbers of you like being the school record in our doubles, RBIs, first Nittany line to get over 50 RBIs in a year.
Yeah, not enough. I think we could do more. I think we could do more.
So you
And I
demand
think,
more of yourself.
yeah, I think everyone does. I think every athlete, it's never enough, right? So being able to strive for more every single year. And I'm not saying like my goal this year is to beat last year's record. Like the goal is to win. Like I want to win with this team. Like, however we can do that, if I go 0 for 5 and strike out 3 times and we win a game, we win a game. Like, that's all I care about this season. And I appreciate you with that shout out. So yes, the more the better, obviously, for all around RBIs. But like that's where my mindset is this year. Like
So,
very much win.
so after coming off the year you did last year, what do you work on in the off season? What were some things you worked on to be a better player?
I think my plate discipline, like the pitches I'm swinging at, the swings I'm putting on balls. Um, I looked back actually not that long ago, funny enough we bring this up, at all like a lot of my hits. I watched a lot of film from last year, right before like our first weekend in, just kind of like get my mind going, like remind myself like I am a good player. And a lot of my swings were not the cleanest. I'm gonna say that. Um, but I hit the ball hard. So this year I really want to hone in on like how do I have every swing I take is a good aggressive swing, and how do I swing at, excuse me, like really good competitive pitches rather than I can hit this ball, I'm gonna put a swing on it.
A, you sound like the hardest critic on yourself. Is that accurate there? And then number two, did you just say you had to remind yourself?
Well,
Uh,
I think yeah. I mean, I think every athlete goes through it where we kind of go through a like confidence is like this, right? So before season, again, it's all excitement nerves. Like I'm so anxious to play. I'm so excited to play. It's like sometimes I have to remind myself, like, stay where my feet are, like go back, remind yourself like you're awesome, and then like release everything else and like have fun, enjoy the game.
You sound like you also enjoy being a film watcher. That you like to study film and study your game. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's like very up and down because I haven't been in the past. Like last year, I really haven't been. And I think going into this year, it's just more of a I have a little bit of a higher expectation on myself. So I think, especially a few weeks ago, going into like that first weekend of playing, I don't want to say nervous, but a little more anxious and like ready to go. So again, just like calming myself down, keeping myself where my feet are. But we're a very big like film team, I would say. Like we're always going to go back, look what we can do better, watch Scout, obviously. So it's definitely become a bigger thing in my life is watching film.
That's pretty good. Let's talk about your upbringing. What got you into playing softball growing up?
So I joined, well, this is what my parents tell me because I don't remember. I was seven, second grade. Um, and apparently I wanted to join our rec league because it was called the Pigtail League and it was pink. And that's why I wanted to join. So I guess that's how I initially joined. And then I think I just fell in love with it from there. And I played basketball growing up. I played softball growing up. All within like my little small town community. And I think I just loved the work and like working hard and working out with my dad and being on the field, and I just wanted to be better at it from like such a young age. Like at 8 years old, I was like, let's go practice more. And I think just that continuous like working out and grind like got me to where I am now.
Pink. Is that your favorite color? Is that why you joined? Is that your favorite color?
That is my favorite color, yes.
All right.
Still is.
I'm gonna have to pass that along to Alex Powers. That's her favorite color too, is
Yeah.
pink. So that's something about great hitters liking the color pink. So
hmm
you mentioned you play various sports though. So what
hmm
was it about softball that stood out?
I think I was just better at it than my other sports. I'm not even like I think. I know I started basketball forever. Like I started I think first, second grade, ended high school. Um, but again, basketball, I'm 5'2". Not really the standout basketball player. Never really was. But again, I'm a very competitive person. I loved competing. I loved, like basketball is a body on body sport. Like I loved shoving girls around and I just love it was just such a fun competitive game, which is I'm not saying softball wasn't, but it was more I could like work with people. And you know what I mean? Just like bounce around, run back and forth. So and I just like doing more stuff, making different friends, different communities. And I think that with softball, I think I just loved it more as well. And overall, it was like, okay, you got to choose one. And I was like, it's going to be softball, hands down.
What position you played in basketball?
I was so young, I didn't
Too
even care.
young. You just didn't care. You just
It
want to
was,
you want to beat up.
yeah,
You sound
genuinely, I wanted to run up and down and play awesome defense. Like, genuinely, like, at the age where we start to be like, okay, like, you're going to go here and here is when I kind of started to
pretty
own
good.
that.
I've had coaches and many for and different athletes, like a Danielle Laurie, for example, talk about playing multiple sports. Actually, they enjoy because it brings out the best of you from a competitive standpoint. Do you feel that way about basketball, making you a better softball player because of the competitive juices and just being a multi-sport player, helping you become the excel in softball?
Yeah, for sure. I think it helped a lot more with like my mindset as well, not even like the physical side of it. Um, but it's two completely different like sports where you have to have two completely different mindsets, right? Like I think softball is a lot more failure based, where basketball is a lot more like you don't have time to think, go, go, go. And being able to take that into softball, and even take like softball into basketball, like I think it was very helpful from especially from a young age, like being able to separate the two, but also like learn from one another.
What got you to come to Penn State?
So recruitment overall. I'm from Northern Illinois, so like growing up, when I like thought of college softball, it was all like my local schools, which were like Wisconsin, Northwestern, Illinois. Like I never really thought of myself leaving that area. And then September 1st, my junior year came around, and then obviously I'm talking to different schools, and I visit Penn State, and it was beautiful. I mean, absolutely beautiful. I loved my visit. Coaching staff was just incredible. Um, and like a few weeks later, I was like, I can't. Like I couldn't like I it wouldn't leave my mind. Like I could not imagine myself going anywhere else. Like I could just see myself like playing on that field, walking down those streets, going to those classrooms. So committed right then and there, a few weeks later, because I it literally wouldn't leave my mind. Like it would not leave.
If it's not leaving your mind, it means something, right?
Yeah, of course.
Describe playing for Coach Crowell.
Coach C is the best coach I could have ever imagined having, right? And I say this to my friends and family at home and my friends who don't even get softball. I think we have the best coaching staff in the country. Like we have the best, most well-rounded staff. They're so awesome. They are competitive, they're confident, and they like we feed into that, and that makes us better athletes. Um, and Coach G has that expectation for us, and it's like it's so exciting and so much fun to play for her. It truly is.
Yeah, and she's got a funny personality too from time to time that she likes to share. Do you have any funny Coach stories you can share?
Um,
She's a big Commanders fan. I have a big
oh yeah,
Oriole
she's a
fan.
huge Commanders fan.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Do you all as players get on her on that when on the Commanders or no?
This season, yeah, I think we all kind of go at it because we have like a group of like Chicago Bears fans, and then we have our Phillies fans, and then we have like Coach C. Coach C's awesome though because whenever like our teams are playing, she'll always root for our teams unless they're playing the Commanders. But it's definitely fun in like baseball and football season because we always kind of go back and forth with each other. All of us do. Um, but I mean, I think the funniest thing I could say about Coach C is she makes practice so competitive with us. Like we'll be shooting balls and buckets and like kind of chirping at each other when we miss. And I think just overall we have such a competitive culture here and we make things so much fun that I think she leads that. She's such a great leader, and I think we all just have been following in what she does. She makes it very fun.
Do you all take pride as being the team from the state of Pennsylvania? I know Coach has taken you all have played in the fall in Little League, where the Little League World Series has been played, and played some games there in the fall. Just talk about that and representing the university and representing the state here for softball.
Yeah. I mean, I never really understood like what Penn State pride meant until I got here, and I don't think anyone ever will until they actually come here. Being a Penn Stater is like truly the coolest thing like I've ever experienced, and I think every other Penn Stater will say that as well. So being able to like represent the state of PA, represent Penn State in general has been huge. I think wherever you go in this country, someone's gonna like say something about you wearing your Penn State stuff. Like I've been at home, every time I've been home from break, someone has said something to me. There's been an alum in like my local Walmart. There's been an alum at like my high school. So it's like literally everywhere you go, it's we are, or it's oh, I graduated, right? So it's awesome. It's so much fun. And we do take a lot of pride in being like our a PA school. Every time we compete against a PA school, it's this is our state. Like we win PA, we represent PA. Um, and just being able to even represent like East Coast as well, right? Like we play team from the East Coast, like that's us, you know? So it's so fun. I just think it's never going out of my head. Like Penn State, like so much pride, so much more pride than I've ever experienced in my whole life.
Now I have to ask you, as a student athlete,
Hmm.
A, have you attended Penn State football games, at home games, especially a whiteout?
Hmm.
B, have you gone to Penn State volleyball matches?
Oh yeah, both.
All right,
Love
describe it.
football games, love volleyball games. I know I'm friends with quite a few of the volleyball girls. Their games are so much fun to go to, obviously. We have a very talented volleyball team. Literally sit next to one of them in one of my classes. Caroline Jervicius. She's awesome. Just being able to talk to them, even like relate to them. Like we all kind of go through the same thing, right? Like of the student athlete life. Obviously, we're different seasons, we're different sports, but it's you connect very quickly when you're talking to different student athletes. But those rec hall in general, historic. Like such a fun place to go to, such a great like venue. Those volleyball games are quite electric and whiteout on both sides, whiteout volleyball, whiteout football, like Penn State pride. So I'm gonna say, like truly, like you really feel it in those settings.
It's pretty good. Did you say your classmate sitting next to Juravicious?
Yeah, it's Michaela Barbanete, who's one of my teammates, me, and then Caroline Gervicius.
Wow.
Hmm.
Isn't her dad? Was her dad played football, right? Joe
He did.
Juravicious.
Yes. And her sister is also on the volleyball team as well.
It's a heck of a class. What class is that?
It's one of our, so she's in broadcasting college. So it's our sports comm class.
Very good. It's a good
Mhm.
segue. There you go. So you've got the sports media stuff down here. We talked off air about your interest in after post softball to get into sports writing and sports PR. Just talk about that. Where how you got into that interest.
So again, like I was telling you earlier, I came into my freshman year wanting to be physical therapy, kinesiology, and then I quickly learned I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. And all throughout high school, I wrote for our school newspaper. I always did our sports and news feature stories. So I was talking to my advisor, I was talking to lots of different people in my life who did lots of different things. Ultimately decided I'm a PR major now. I have a minor in sports studies and recreation park and tourism management. Um, Overall, like dream job, I would love to do sports writing for a collegiate professional team, brand communications in under that same realm. Um, I work with Roar Plus here at Penn State, which is just like an online subscription platform. I do feature stories on different student athletes here. I just love it. I think it's so fun hearing other people's stories, kind of like what you do, right? Like you talk to so many different people, learn about their lives, their stories. Being able to like to present that to the world has really been like what I want to do. Obviously, I still don't know 100%, and I don't, it's not like I have jobs lined up right now, but definitely what I'm looking for in the future.
Trust me, take it from me. You're ahead of schedule. You're doing fine. You're like I didn't figure it
Phew.
out until later. So you're ahead of the schedule. The key is figuring it out that you
Good.
want what you want to do, and I have a feeling you'll be okay. Let me ask you this though: is pro softball a goal?
It could be. Definitely, I'm definitely not keeping that out of the picture, but for me, I've never even really thought that could even be an option for me. You know what I mean? It's always been keep my head down of I'm here at Penn State playing softball and the education I get here at Penn State is like unlike no other. So then I go right to like what my future and like my actual degree and career would look like, right? So definitely not out of the picture. I think that would be such a great, cool opportunity, but definitely have never really thought about it much before.
Well, you got time. You got time.
Yeah.
You still got time. You got a lot of softball here to go. Describe
Mhm.
playing in the Big Ten.
I think the Big Ten is one of the best softball conferences out there. I think it has grown so much. I think the coolest thing for me is a lot of the girls I grew up playing travel ball with also play in the Big Ten. So it's really cool being able to be like, oh, like she's my friend at first base. Like on the other team, like I know her. I think that's also been really cool too, is like you get to know each other, right? I think the small softball world is such a small world, but also a big one. Um, I think it's so competitive. It's so fun. Again, like local, we have a lot of Big Ten schools over in this East Coast area as well, but just being able to compete at such a high level has been such, I'm so grateful for it. And it's like an experience like no other. Like I truly didn't know what I was getting into until I like got here my freshman year. Like obviously like you have an idea and I'm like super excited, but like it's truly like no other experience.
Name me a player that people you're friends with in the Big Ten that your people are like, whoa, I didn't know those two knew each other that well.
On Wisconsin, she's a utility player, Olivia Bark. She's doing super well already this year. We played together for a little bit. Um, Justice Snipey is on Minnesota. Pitcher utility, she's also been hitting really well. I knew a few freshmen on Northwestern, Ainsley Muno, she's a junior on Northwestern, Kylie Jensen on Northwestern. I know she's not in the Big Ten, but I would love to shout her out. Out South Carolina, Jory Hurd, she's a pitcher, one of their studs.
Yeah,
Beaker and I played with her for a little bit, so yeah, all from Illinois area. So
well, it's nice. We had Jory Hurt on the pod last year.
yeah,
That's a
she is
small world.
awesome. So
Uh,
talented.
what city in the Big Ten have you visited or will visit that you are looking forward to or enjoyed the most?
Ooh, I mean, as of right now, ooh, this is hard. Okay, as of right now, Iowa City, solely because I don't live far from Iowa. So my entire family, like aunts, uncles, godfather, godmother, like all came to watch us play. So that has been very cool just because they were able to come. Outside of that, if we're talking like field purposes, I loved Purdue's field. I thought it was beautiful.
A lot of people have said that.
Yeah, they have a very, very nice, very beautiful field. We also went in a very good time of year. They held the Big Ten tournament last year. So it
Yeah.
was also just like great weather as well. So I think the combination of that and then just the field being really nice, it was very, very, very nice.
Well, I know you all as a team have big goals this year. What are going to be the keys for this group to accomplish those goals you all have internally?
Yeah, I mean, we've gone over this. We talk about it every day. It's just buy-in with our goal and like what we want to do. And we have done that, right? Like again, freshmen, newcomers, like the moment they came to campus, it was like we set our goals and they locked into it, right? It's like we don't have anyone on our team who's like iffy about what we're doing. That's huge. And I think just knowing that if you don't get the job done, someone else will, right? Like failure is a learning opportunity. And I think our team has taken that and used it so well this year already. So, and we can even improve more. So, these next few weeks of preseason, especially, and then going into Big Tens, like we learn from each other. We know how we play now, and it's how do we just feed into each other and pour into each other the best we can. And I think our goal, we're going to exceed our goal this year. Truly. I think we're going to be very talented.
Well, you're off to a pretty good start. You're going to be playing a marquee
Yes.
tournament in Orlando this weekend where you got
Yeah.
UCF, Notre Dame as
Hmm.
part of the field. It's going to be exciting, and weather's going to be nice too.
Yes. Yes,
And
it is.
and a lot of people keep to watch you as well. Hey, thanks so much for taking the time for a busy schedule. Like I said, I'm a fan from afar. Enjoy your play. Looking forward to seeing you in person in Orlando this weekend. But thanks for telling your story and taking the time to talk to us here on In the Circle on D1 Softball.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a ton. And also your support. I know Coach G has always talked highly about you in D1 softball before. So thank you so much. I do appreciate it.